everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share another recipe with you. It is a very traditional Portuguese recipe. However, in North America, it is a very loved dish as well, especially in the wintertime. It's considered comfort food. So what I'm going to do is a beef stew, but again, it's a Portuguese style. And what I find the main difference between the Portuguese, well, at least the way I do it, versus the North American type of beef stew. The Portuguese, the base is more of a tomato base, whereas in North America it's more of a brown, thick gravy base. I'm going to show you the way I make it, the Portuguese way, so I hope you enjoy it. So again, it's a beef stew, and in Portuguese we call it Carne Guisada. So I'm going to share with you the main ingredients I'll be using. So I will be using there's some onions and garlic in there, as well as 3 bay leaves, some carrots, some mixed vegetables. We have some peas, corn, some more chopped up carrots, and some green beans, chili flakes to taste, salt, pepper. We have some cubed up beef. We have some chorizo or linguiça, the way I call it. We have some bacon over here, chopped up. Some potatoes. I may add a few more potatoes, as well as some chicken stock and some white wine, cooking wine. Some olive oil. We'll also need an additional chicken bouillon cube. So let's get cooking, shall we? So I have my pot here. I'm gonna turn on the stove. I'm gonna start off with a little bit of a lower heat. I'm gonna add some extra virgin olive oil, enough to coat the bottom of the pot. So I'm gonna let the oil heat up, and then I'm going to add my onions, my garlic, and my bay leaves, and I'm gonna saute those, being careful not to burn them. Okay, so the oil is hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my garlic, my chopped up garlic, and my onions. I'm also going to add my bay leaves. And these are actually from Portugal last year. We actually have a bay leaf tree in our home, back home. So we picked those up and dried them. Just as we did with oregano, we have fresh dried oregano from back home. So we're gonna let that saute a bit until it turns a nice transparent color. So while that is sauteing quite nicely, going ahead and adding the cubed up bacon. And this gives it a wonderful flavor. But this is going to be so yummy. So there's the bacon, and I'm also going ahead and adding the chorizo, or as I call it, linguiça. And this is homemade. My parents made this and smoked it. So it is homemade, nice, fresh ingredients. We know everything that's in it. So we're gonna go ahead and let those saute together. That's coming along beautifully. You can see the wonderful base this is creating for our beef stew. So while this is sauteing very nicely, I'm going to add the one ingredient I forgot to mention to you, and a very important ingredient at the beginning, was some pureed tomatoes, or you can use diced tomatoes, and blend those beautiful ingredients together. And I'm gonna let this sit on medium to low heat and incorporate and blend these beautiful ingredients. So we're going to head and cover that again. Turn that on a little bit higher. So let's see how we're doing. So you can see that the tomato sauce has thickened up quite nicely. And you can see that nothing is sticking, which is perfect. So it's just incorporating all those wonderful ingredients. So while this is sauteing, I'm going to go ahead and add the beef. As you can see, the big difference is this is more of a tomato-based beef stew. So I'm going to add some salt. I haven't added any salt yet. I'm going to add some black pepper. I like a nice seasoned meat. Also, at this point, this is optional, but I'm going to add a few chili flakes. Just a few, just to give it a little bit of a kick, not too much. Just going to incorporate all that. Saute the beef before we go ahead and add our other liquid ingredients and our vegetables. Get nice and tender and absorb all those delicious flavors. So we're gonna go ahead and cover that again. And we're gonna be careful and lower the heat so it doesn't burn. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my cup of white wine. And not to worry because the alcohol will evaporate. Just gonna leave it. Just gives it such a wonderful, wonderful flavor. I'm going to add in my cube, chicken bouillon cube, to incorporate all those wonderful, wonderful flavors. So we're gonna put the top back on. So let's have a look. Nice. Let's give that a stir. And the sauce is becoming, let's lower the heat a little bit. Sauce is becoming nice and thick. Perfect for dipping some Portuguese crusty breads. So I think we're ready to add our cut up carrots. And our frozen vegetables. Give that a stir. And it's snowing outside, so this will be a wonderful dinner. Nice comfort food. See if I can give you a close-up there. And I'm gonna go ahead and add some broth. Because we still have to add our potatoes, and we don't want it to be a soup consistency, but we want some sauce to dip. So we're gonna go ahead and let that simmer to cook the carrots and the vegetables, and then we'll come back and add the potatoes. Okay, so I think, just lower this a bit, I think we're ready to add the potatoes, as that is the last step, because you don't want to overcook the potatoes. So I'm going to go ahead and add those right now. And then the potatoes will drink up the sauce. The sauce, did you see that, what I just did there? The sauce will become thicker and it'll just be fabulous. So let's go ahead and put the lid back on, and dinner will be done momentarily. So there you have it. Beef stew, Portuguese style.
Hi guys.
Or in Portuguese we say carne guisada.
Hi guys.
Hope you enjoy it. Bon appetit.
Hi.
Bye for now.
Hi guys.